Hello and welcome back. Today, we're going to talk about something very personal and very important. We're going to talk about your family. Now, take a moment and think about your family. Who comes to your mind first? Is it your mother? Your father? A brother? A sister? A cousin? Or maybe a grandparent? Family means different things to different people. And that's okay. Today, I'll help you learn how to talk about your family in simple, natural English. I'll also share some stories, some useful expressions, and some tips you can use in real conversations. So, let's begin. Let's start with a simple question. How do you introduce your family? You can say, I come from a small family, or I come from a big family. Try that. I come from a small family. I come from a big family. Good. Now you can also be more specific. For example, there are 4 people in my family. There are 6 people in my family. Simple, clear, and very natural. Let me share a small story with you. When I was younger, I always said, my family is normal. But one day, someone asked me, what is normal? And I didn't know what to say. Because the truth is, every family is different. Some families are close. Some families argue a lot. Some families live together. Others live far apart. So instead of saying normal, you can describe your family. For example, my family is very close. My family is very supportive. My family is a bit complicated. Have you ever said that? My family is complicated. It's a very real expression. Now let's talk about family members. You probably know the basic words. Mother, father, brother, sister. But in conversation, we often say, my mom instead of my mother. My dad instead of my father. It sounds more natural, more relaxed. For example, my mom is very kind. My dad is very hardworking. Try saying that. My mom is very kind. My dad is very hardworking. Nice. What about extended family? Do you talk about your uncle, your aunt, your cousins? You can say, I'm very close to my cousins. Or, I don't see my relatives very often. Here's a useful word, relatives. Relatives means your extended family. Uncles, aunts, cousins, grandparents. Let me ask you something. Are you close to your family? Or, do you prefer your independence? There's no right or wrong answer. Some people talk to their parents every day. Others, maybe once a week. You can say, I talk to my parents every day. Or, I don't see my family very often. Both are completely okay. Let's talk about describing personalities. This is very useful. You can say, my sister is very funny. My brother is quiet. My mom is very caring. My dad is strict. Think about your family. Who is the funny one? Who is the quiet one? Who is the strict one? You can even say, my dad is strict, but he cares about us. That but is very important. It helps you show balance. Let me give you a tip. When you talk about your family, don't try to use very difficult words. Simple words are powerful. For example, my mom works hard. My dad likes watching TV. My brother loves football. These are simple, but very natural. And they sound like real English. Now let's talk about daily life. What do you do with your family? You can say, we eat together. We watch TV together. We spend time together on weekends. Or maybe, we don't spend much time together because everyone is busy. That's also very common. Here's a short story. I once asked a friend, "What do you do with your family?" And he said, "We don't do much. Everyone is always on their phone." Have you noticed that? Sometimes we are together, but not really together. So if you want to express that, you can say, "We're usually busy with our own things." That sounds very natural. Let's practice a small introduction. You can say, "There are 5 people in my family. I have 2 brothers and 1 sister. My parents are very supportive. We like spending time together, especially on weekends." Try saying that slowly. You can change it to fit your life. Now, let's talk about feelings. Because family is not just about facts. It's about emotions. You can say, "I love my family. I'm very grateful for my family. My family means a lot to me." These expressions are simple, but very strong. But let's be honest. Not every family situation is easy. Some people have challenges. And that's okay to talk about too. You can say, "My family has its ups and downs." Or, "We don't always agree, but we try to understand each other." That's real life. Here's another question for you. Do you think family is important? Most people would say yes. But why? Is it because of support, love, or just because they are always there? You can express this by saying, "Family is important to me because they support me." Or, "Family gives me a sense of belonging." That phrase, sense of belonging, is very powerful. Let's talk about childhood. You can say, "I grew up in a loving family." Or, "I grew up with my grandparents." For example, "I grew up in a small town with my parents and my younger brother." That sounds natural and clear. Now, let me give you another tip. When speaking English, use examples. Don't just say, "My mom is kind." Add a small example. "My mom is very kind. She always helps people." You see? It makes your sentence richer. Let's try a longer example together. "My family is very important to me. There are 4 people in my family. My parents, my younger sister, and me. My mom is very caring, and my dad is hardworking. We like spending time together, especially during holidays." Take your time and try to repeat parts of it. Now think about this. If someone asks you, "Tell me about your family," will you feel confident or a little nervous? That's normal. But the more you practice, the easier it becomes. Let's add a few natural expressions. You can say, "We get along well." Or, "We don't always see eye to eye." See eye to eye means you agree. So if you don't see eye to eye, you don't agree. For example, "My brother and I don't always see eye to eye, but we respect each other." That sounds very natural. Here's another useful phrase. "We're very close." Or, "We're not very close, but we care about each other." Again, honest and natural. Let me ask you one more question. Who are you closest to in your family? Your mom? Your dad? A sibling? You can say, "I'm closest to my mom because I can talk to her about anything." That's a beautiful sentence. As we come to the end, I want you to remember something important. You don't need perfect English to talk about your family. You just need honest English. Simple words. Clear sentences. Real feelings. That's what makes your English powerful. So today, try this. Speak out loud. Describe your family, even if it's just for 1 minute. You can start like this. "There are people in my family. My mom is. My dad is." We usually just start. That's the most important step. Thank you for spending this time with me. I hope you feel more confident now, talking about your family in English. And remember, your story matters. Your family, your experiences, your voice. Keep practicing. Keep speaking. And I'll see you in the next episode.